the Cardinals have been rolling with the punches all year, and they finally get their second win. The first game, Kyler comes back. Atlanta at Arizona. How good can the Cards be with Kyler Murray at quarterback this year?
Well, okay, so you know what? I didn't think that was going to be the question. So let me stall myself for a second here. And I'm pulling up their schedule on the side because I actually want to give you kind of a realistic number of what I think that we could see that in the year here. All right, look, hear me out, gang. You got the Texans up next, Rams, Steelers, Niners, no, Bears, Seahawks to end the year. I would say every game that I just listed is potentially winnable game. Not that they're going to win it, potentially. And if they won all of those, they'd be in a much better situation than they're in. I mean, that is a weird. If they could get up there to what would that be? 6 or 7 wins? I know it'd be 6 or 7. That'd be very weird. I think
if they could get 5 wins, that would be very impressive.
I think that the number I'm looking at though, yeah. If I had to pick though, I'm going 4 or 5. I think that we can definitely see them get up to. I'll go 5. I think we can see the Cardinals finish the year 5-12. I was about to talk about this man next. Trey McBride has been really coming into his own. Like, you know, it was before Kyler got back too, obviously. So he's been coming into his own. And then to see him have another explosive game with Kyler out there, like the Cardinals offense, obviously there still is like a lot of work to be done.
Yeah.
But I think you have to be happy with where things are, in my opinion, from where the expectations were going into the year. Like I thought it was going to be, even with Josh Dobbs, like I thought Josh Dobbs was going to be struggling to put up like 7 to 14 points a game, like consistently, where it's like, there was multiple games this year where the Cardinals put up more than that. And you're like, hey, even with Josh Dobbs, it's like, hold on a minute. These boys can cook a little bit. And you go throw Kyler back in the mix, knowing that, yes, this offense still has a lot of work to be done. But I think if you're the Cardinals, especially the way that game ended, I think that scramble at the end, really, you know, you got to say to yourself, if you're the GM and your coach, you're like, I literally can't get that from anyone else. Like, besides, even like, that's type of scramble where it's like, even like there's like Kyler and Lamar have like different types of scrambles. Like it's like Lamar is faster and more elusive, but Kyler is like he's so small that in certain little like windows and frames, it's like your legs would be too long. They'd get hit by. So like Kyler can just escape out of these really freaky little frames.
Kyler runs all like frantic.
Yeah, like
Lamar is just agile.
So it's like, and it's like I think Kyler's like the one QB that would have been able to get that third down run and the changing all these directions. So it's like that. I'm going to say, if I'm the Cardinals GM, I'm saying that's my guy. Like, I'm sticking with that guy. We're building around this guy, and we're going to go from there, especially with the draft capital we're going to have. I think your questions got answered already almost if you're a Cardinals fan, because he didn't even play that good either, but you see how much the offense elevates with him being here.
Well, I think another thing, too, is with having Jonathan Gannon as the coach, like, you've seen the elevation of defense, even if they haven't been, like, one of the best in the league. Like, they are definitely good. Like, Ojulari, you put that he had 2 sacks. I mean, Dennis Gardeck had a sack yesterday. He has 5 on the year. Like, they have these little pieces that have been showing out.
And that's what I wanted to say. No, I'm really glad you mentioned that, because what's funny about that too is, look, and I'm not, no disrespect to either of them. They're both playing good years this year. Gardeck's having a really good year. And BJ Ojulari, he shows you a couple plays here and there. I actually think these were his first couple sacks on the year, if not half sacks that he's had before. But point is, he's finally starting to get home more. But the real I'm trying to say is, on top of all of it, you're doing it with guys that are not even big, super strong, athletic, fearsome edge guys. Like, the Cardinals don't even have really any pieces in place, and you're still seeing like, okay, like this is what's going to look like though.
Right.
Like, let me get these pieces in place. Let me get my guys. And then when Gardeck is like a rotational guy and not even just the starter, or you get my point, he might be on a different team, whatever the case is, and a guy playing like Gardeck is not even the starting guy. The product's going to be a really good product. You're like, hold on, these aren't even the best guys I can have out here, and we still look like a pretty good defense right now. Like, it's only up from here.
Oh, no, I agree. I think also this game says a lot more about who the Falcons are as a team than who the Cardinals are. Because even before like this game happened, even if Kyler didn't come back, I think I still would have picked the Cardinals, honestly. Like, the Falcons, they blow it. 70 passing yards against the Cardinals.
And then even like, it's not even like, that's like the type of number where like, hold on, let me get the exact number in mind. Because I don't want to mess it up. They threw the ball. Yeah, they threw the ball 21 times. I was gonna say, like, normally you hear something like that and you're like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, they went to the third string guy and
this doesn't make sense. Times. It says 70 yards, but it said Ritter had 39 and Heineke had 55. Why? Wait, why is it saying 70?
See, I'm thinking the same thing, but there must be some type of contingency with where it gets deducted somehow or something.
So anyway, that's less than 100 yards still. It's 94 yards.
Where I say, regardless, it's exactly, no matter how you're going to slice it, whether ESPN lied to me about the exact stat or not, they're under 100. And yeah, in the modern era, that's unacceptable. As you already knew this, no matter what team you're a fan of, that's unacceptable. Even when you're the Giants and you got Tommy DeVito out there.
Yeah.
It's unacceptable. And I hate to say it because, again,
they have to be subtracting the sacks. That's what it is.
No,
they had 24 yards.
That is the only thing I could. That's what I was going to say. That's what it has to be on top of it. But it's like if you're the Falcons fans and if you're the Falcons GM, look, it's getting sad. It's getting sad, at least for me, because I think we say you feel the same way. We're kind of like we were pro Art Smith. It's like Art Smith. He had a lot of things we liked, but now there's kind of this arbitrary it's just like this because I think it's like official, but there's like this. What's the word I'm looking for here? There's like this feeling being attached to him now, and it's like with Art Smith, it's almost like he's
too snobby.
There's like this end of game disaster feeling also like attached to him now. Like there's been so many end game, whether it's a debacle or close to end game, like where they almost blow it at the end. Unfortunately, I feel like when I'm watching Art Smith, it's kind of turning into like his MO at this point. I'm like, oh man, they're either gonna fold on him or he's gonna fold on them and not play who he needs to play right now. Throw the ball to Jonnu on 4th down. I mean, jokes aside, it's like, yeah. Art went very fast from being like, he's maximizing this team to like, oh, wait a minute. No, wait. Is he like actually really holding them back?
He's misusing talent really badly.
Like the shift has happened very fast and I can't defend it anymore because it's only cute for so long and you can only use the decoy thing for so long. When you're actually mixing it in with the non-decoys, when the whole offense is a decoy show and you're not even in the playoff race, I have to ask who decided this was a good idea.
At least Bijan got more touches this game. That is like the only positive from this. Drake London getting 4 targets, Kyle Pitts getting 5. It's just like each of those guys should have damn near close to 10.
Well, yeah, no, there's absolutely. And I think the thing about this, if you're a Falcons fan, you have to be the most depressed about, is because I know how I would feel, is like you blew the most premier shot you had.
Yeah.
Probably all year to go back and be in the lead of the NFC South.
Like, think about it. Like, Cordero Patterson is touching the ball more than Drake London. Like, why?
It makes no sense because it makes no sense. And on top of it, look, you get to play the Saints next week if you're the Falcons. You would have had a chance to go up then at that point 2 games because you already have the one. No, but now, and you already had the game above us in the advantage. No, and so now we have a chance to go up on you for real again more. And it's like, it's just, it's very, very disappointing for a Falcons fan. So, not if you're a Saints fan, but